A high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial. Have you ever wondered what the darkest philosopher in the history was like? Arthur Schopenhauer's philosophy is often described as dark because it paints a bleak picture of the human condition. Schopenhauer believed that life is fundamentally suffering and the world is a place of pain and illusion. Schopenhauer's work was influenced by a variety of sources, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and German Romanticism. His philosophy include: the world is a place of suffering. The will is the source of our suffering. The world is ultimately unknowable. There is no ultimate purpose or meaning to life. Schopenhauer believed that we can escape the cycle of suffering by cultivating compassion and empathy for others. He argued that when we see the suffering of others, we are reminded of our own suffering. Interesting, right? In this video, we'll explore the life and philosophy of Arthur Schopenhauer, a man who saw the world as a place of suffering and despair. Early life and influences. To understand Schopenhauer's dark philosophy, we must begin with his early life. Born in 1788 in Danzig, he was the son of a successful merchant. Schopenhauer grew up in an affluent environment, but his life took a significant turn when he discovered the works of Immanuel Kant. Imagine a young man consumed by the ideas of Kant, grappling with the questions about the nature of reality and existence. This intellectual awakening set the stage for Schopenhauer's unique philosophical journey. The world as will and representation. Arthur's writings, The World as Will and Representation, serves as the cornerstone of his philosophy. Here, he presents a dark and pessimistic view of the world. One of the central concepts in Schopenhauer's philosophy is the will. The will is a blind and irrational force that drives all of life. It is the source of our desires and cravings, and it is also the source of our suffering. Intriguing, right? Schopenhauer argued that the will is constantly striving and desiring, but it can never be satisfied. This leads to a cycle of endless suffering. The nature of suffering. Schopenhauer's view on suffering are among the darkest in the history of philosophy. He contended that suffering is an inescapable part of human existence, stemming from our insatiable desires. He famously said, "Life swings like a pendulum backwards and forwards, between pain and boredom." Schopenhauer's bleak perspective on suffering might make you uncomfortable, but it's essential to understand the depths of his philosophy. The escape from suffering. While Schopenhauer painted a grim picture of existence, he also offered a path to escape relentless grip of suffering. He believed that through aesthetic expressions like art or music, we could momentarily transcend the will and find solace. Schopenhauer saw art as a refuge, a brief respite from the sufferings inherent in our existence. It was through these moments of aesthetic contemplation that we could achieve a semblance of inner peace. Influence on later philosopher. Schopenhauer's ideas may have been dark, but they were not without influence. His work inspired later philosophers, including Friedrich Nietzsche and Sigmund Freud, both of whom grappled with his notions of suffering, the will, and the human psyche. Nietzsche, in particular, engaged in a philosophical dialogue with Schopenhauer, ultimately rejecting his pessimism but recognizing the depths of his thoughts. Legacy and modern relevance. Now you might be wondering, what is the relevance of Schopenhauer's dark philosophy today? His ideas continue to resonate in various fields, from psychology to literature. We often see traces of his pessimism in contemporary discussions on the human condition. Schopenhauer's dark philosophy has been criticized by some for being too pessimistic and nihilistic. However, his work has been praised for its insights into the human condition. Schopenhauer's philosophy can help us to understand why we suffer, and it can also offer some guidance on how to cope with suffering. Schopenhauer's philosophy challenges us to confront the darkest aspect of life and explore complexities of human existence. It encourages us to question our desire, suffering, and the pursuit of meaning in a seemingly indifferent world. In the world of philosophy, few thinkers have plumbed the depths of human suffering. His philosophy may be dark, but it offers a valuable insight in human experience, promoting us to contemplate the nature of existence itself. You may not agree with his views, but they are undeniably thought-provoking and have left an indelible mark on the world of philosophy. If you like the video, hit the like button. A subscribe is always appreciated, and make sure to watch the next video.